Fergus Delaney.
Fergus Delaney.
Fergus Delaney.
Fergus Delaney.
The interesting point is, as a media business, it relies on the consumption and usage of the platform. If the regulator becomes boa constrictor-like and enables consumers to make much more active decisions on their privacy settings, then you can see a change in usage on the platform and possibly a drop in the value of the media.
Fergus, it's interesting because 2.7 million new subscribers doesn't sound bad, but the fact it's about half what they were forecasting, is that a worrying sign for Netflix, do you think?
Well, Netflix have built incredible value based on acquiring new customers and keeping them really, really active. So clearly it's a metric to watch. I suspect the pricing has affected that, and that's been well documented. But the real challenge for them is their content slate. So when they first came to market, they solved a problem for consumers. They gave an amazing content delivery platform, and they were the market leader in that space. That's now going to be a commodity. That's going to be the base level entries for all of the parties. So now you've got to win on content, and consumers will follow that.
The battle now isn't for handsets and hardware products. That world is very saturated and very competitive. The real opportunity is for services and software. And I suspect that the elegant departure of IVE is a perfect transition for Apple to change their focus from hardware product design to software service design.
Is Uber a good buy?
They are really struggling to demonstrate any profitability. They've gone for a very functional approach to build as much scale as possible, and they've not invested in their brand at all. And that's fine when you have growth, but it's not fine when you create headwinds. And that's why they started to lose customers last year. It's why the valuation was reduced so intensely, because they've not built any irrational preference between consumers and their service. In the end, they're relatively commoditized. If there's a better service, the consumer will switch.
Well, I think that's certainly welcome. I mean, the democratic process needs a sense of ethical regulation on this issue. You know, the manipulation of targeted media by political parties over the last few elections, both in America and in Europe, has caused a great distortion of the democratic process.